with their careers. Um, so it kind of brings me to my next question. If somebody is having a difficult time at work and perhaps even at home, other than turning on your Bill Protzmann's recommended music selections,
Ah,
are there things that can immediately you can implement to start somebody who is having a difficult time start their day?
yeah. When you're not feeling appreciated or not feeling like you belong to anything and just feeling lost,
Yeah.
um, we tend to rush to judgment about that. And by we, I mean I do that too. It's very difficult for me when I get worried about things. That's my particular bugaboo. But I've
Mhm.
found that trying to stuff the worry and just soldier on isn't my best response to that. Oftentimes, it's important for me to be with the emotion that I don't like and find music that supports me in that emotion. It's sort of like giving myself an emotional shower and
Yeah.
allowing those feelings to come up and really being fully present with those is such a great way of saying, yes, this is me too. It may be a part of me that I don't like. It may be a part that I wish I didn't have, like I wish I didn't worry so much. But being
Hmm.
with music that lets me just inhabit that place in a few moments is so affirming of humanity.
Yeah, it really is. And and that brings me to another question that, it seems that like long gone are the days when employees were considered valued, right?
Mhm.
And would stay with the company until retirement. Now it seems people are more dispensable and are having to focus on more than one job to keep themselves afloat. Would bringing back humanity to the workplace create ease in life?
I think it would be a gateway to that. Um, there's often a nonlinear component to being grateful, for example. I'm going to pick on gratitude. You have to give what you want to receive. We seem to have a lot of science around that. It's not just a cliche anymore, it's something that is thousands of years old wisdom. And if you're unhappy in your job, and goodness knows I've been there too, I even write about one of them in the book,
Yeah.
there's a reason for that. And it's not the fact that you're not a human being and don't fit in. It's that you're aware of something about yourself that isn't being filled by your employment. And there's nothing like wrong or bad about that, but it's a little indication to say, hey, yeah, there's something better for you. Maybe it's being a
Yeah.
solopreneur or, the corporate environment works for a lot of people and doesn't work for others, and there's no judgment about that. But being very clear about where your heart is, to say it in a very obvious way, is important.
Yeah.
And it's not
Yeah.
so much passion. I mean, I'm passionate about information technology and I'm passionate about music. But where's my heart? My heart's really in what music can do for us. My heart's really in making the human connection, whatever vehicle I have to ride to get there. And if you have that awareness, something isn't quite right. I'm not quite happy here. There's information in that. And
Yeah. Yeah, there really is, and I think you hit the nail on the head with that. I think sometimes we've lost that sort of connection. Technology sometimes has taken over too, right? Because and we lose that connection to humanity because I always call it we're one step away from actually communicating properly or
mhm,
communicating in a more human way. Um, uh, Now, you are the creator of Music Care Inc. You've done some fabulous work. Um, and you've been creating sustainable emotional lives for so many people. How would you like to see the future for us being more than human, as the title of your book says?
that's an amazing question. Thank you for asking it.
You're welcome.
My particular advocacy is to help us be more aware of our own need to advocate for our care, for our own care. Uh, we kind of have given up some of our power by saying, I need an expert to do X for me. And it's true. There are experts that you do need to do things for you, like heart surgery. That's a
Yes,
good one,
absolutely.
right? But when it comes to like the even like the physical work that you can do on your own, if you have a personal trainer and you go to the gym, you're going to be working out when you're not with that person too,
Yeah.
or at least You ought to be. Otherwise, why are you paying the expert, right? You better practice on your own. So if we can as a world, as a population, find durable practices for our own care that work, that's going to help so much. It'll help so much. Um,
Yeah.
the things we're talking about, these best spiritual practices, these are things that connect us in an authentic way. And once we start connecting, we're going to find that we're not alone in this desire to do better. You're not competing with the person in the next cube. You're actually together working on a project that raises all the boats. That the tide is going to rise and everybody's going to go with it. So in that context, I think we have this amazing opportunity to become more responsible maybe for our own self-care, whether that's physical, mental, emotional, or spiritual. I think we have that opportunity right now that maybe we haven't had in this big of an environment before, where we can own it and then do something to change it.
Yeah. I think that's very poignant. Uh, you are in contact with so many um, uh, different people in the work that you do. Um, what is your favorite area
Hmm.
to work in?
Gosh, Colette, I love working with creatives.
Yeah.
Um, they're problem solvers too, and I've been both. In many ways, I still am a problem solver. But
Hmm.
I love the notion of coming up with the new, inventing the new. It's the whole Henry Ford thing, right? Somebody said once
Yes.
that the problem of having too many horses and carriages was going to be huge, and Ford didn't see it that way. It wasn't about making more carriages. It was about making a carriage that could drive itself without all of the problems that were created by horses. Of course, we've seen where that's gone, so now it's time for another invention. It's not just making electric cars, it's figuring out a whole new way of transporting ourselves that has nothing to do with,
Right.
freeways and
Yeah.
stuff, right?
Yeah. Exactly.
So that's the creative pull. And it's an amazing thing. Human beings are creators. We like to think of ourselves as problem solvers, but the innovation that the human person is capable of, it's all there. It just
Yeah.
needs to be unlocked.
Yeah. And if more people realize that, um, they'd probably be amazed at themselves, right?
Oh yeah, when the lights come on, watching that moment, that's
Yeah.
just so beautiful.
Yeah. And do you see this when you're in a corporate setting with a room full of hundreds of people, and when that light goes on, how does that feel?
Oh, there's nothing like it.
Yeah.
Um, it can be very small, like when a person comes up to you, the last person to leave, and you can tell they want to say something and they don't have words, but you can see in their eyes that something important has happened, and they say something like, "Thank you for playing that song. I really needed to hear it." It doesn't
Yeah.
matter what the words are, but the the inner person in there is trying to say something to you, and it isn't words that they're saying. They're saying it with their eyes. They're saying it with their gestures. It's that kind of thing that really lights me up.
Yeah.
Those moments.
What's your next book?
I've got to write one about music care. I think it's about time.
Yes, I think so. That would be awesome.
Yeah, and necessary. It's getting to that place.
Yeah. I mean, we would really look forward to that. There are so many people that use music for healing, or who have a bad day and they can go and they can put their headphones on and listen to some music that helps them.
Yeah.
Um, yes, we would love that. We would love for you to put together a music care book. And when you have written that, then you just give me a shout and we will have a wonderful launch of your book on
Oh,
yin
I'd be
yoga lifestyle.
so grateful. Let's do that. It's
Yes,
always nice to have people on board when you're launching a book.
of course it is. Of course it is. I get to meet fabulous people like you and talk to fabulous people like you, Bill. Co-creating, helping co-create a better life for everybody. And Bill, thank you once again for taking the time to be with us today on Yin Yoga Lifestyle. So appreciate it.
You're so welcome. And thank you for the so hum. That was a beautiful way of being able to merge into this opportunity to talk with you and your audience.
You're so welcome. So hum, meaning I am, and you can finish off that sentence whichever way you like. um, uh, and you can purchase More Than Human by Bill Protzmann on Amazon.com. And if you'd like more information about Bill Protzmann, you can visit quest.musiccare.net or visit musiccare.net. You can also find Bill on Facebook at Bill-Protzmann. Protzmann, pronounced Protzmann, spelled Protzmann, Protzmann, and on Twitter at Bill Protzmann. And again, Bill, thank you so much for visiting us on Yin Yoga Lifestyle.
Thank you, Colette.
And please don't forget to check us out at yinyogalifestyle.com, adding enlightenment, calm, balance, and creativity to your everyday life. Thank you for joining Yin Yoga Lifestyle. I am your host, Colette Darville. Join us next time to continue our journey of balancing into a state of perfect harmony. Until then, this is Colette Darville, reminding you to inhale, sow, and exhale, hum.